Hey, what's up guys, Betty here, and welcome to today's Call of Duty Warzone video, where the huge Haunting of Verdansk event update has landed, bringing a whole ton of content along with it for us to dive into. From zombies to trick-or-treat supply boxes, it's one of the biggest updates that we've had so far. So this video is going to be filled with how you can make the most out of the update, and be sure that you don't miss a single thing, because there's a ton of stuff to do and stuff that you're going to be able to permanently unlock for your account, as well as some fun bits that you won't want to miss out on. Also, if you are new to the channel, I would hugely appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, as 70% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel, and you'll get better at Warzone, I promise, and we're so close to 500,000 subscribers. Now, one of the big new additions with the update is the new Nighttime Battle Royale mode, and it'll blow you away how much of a difference just changing the lighting of the map makes to how the game feels and plays, but it is quite simply listed in the game as Verdansk Night. Now, as you can see, it doesn't really make that big of a difference to your visibility, though it will take you a couple of games to get used to, though doorways and windows will be illuminated, so you can still clearly see when enemy players are peeking doorways or windows, so you can get those kills. Though one big tip that I would give you when playing this mode and this map is, if you've got the Rook skin, for example, definitely make sure you go ahead and use it, because those darker skins are going to blend in far better with the shadows and dark spaces in the map, which are a lot more than the regular map. It's definitely an example of where picking certain operator skins is going to make you perform far better in game. On the other hand, this is once again where thermal scopes may come back into play, as they will help you spot enemies a little bit easier than just with your eyes, so you may want to consider running cold-blooded just in case everyone starts running thermals. But honestly, we knew this map was coming for some time due to the leaks, and from first impressions, they've done a really good job, and it's nothing like night levels that we've had in multiplayer, which in my opinion weren't that fun, and it's also where you're going to be able to complete the trick or treats, which we'll get onto a little bit later in the video, as you're definitely going to want to do them. Now, Nighttime Battle Royale isn't the only mode that's been added into the game, but we officially have zombies in Call of Duty Warzone, though not the usual ones that you will be used to from Call of Duty. And I'm not even joking when I say this. This is quite possibly one of the best modes that I've ever played, where you're gonna have so much fun at endgame when you just have hordes of zombies rushing at you, trying to take you down so they can get brought back into the game, especially when it's in the open. Honestly, it's just insane. Though I do have a few tips and tricks for you already to be the best zombie that you can be, so you can rack up as many kills as possible and get those wins. Firstly, when you become a zombie, make sure to check your map to see where antivirals are on the map. You can mark them just like you can mark a contract, and you need 2 antivirals to spawn back into the game as a human. Remember, if you die as a zombie as well as a human, you'll need to be brought back into the game by a buy station, just like you would in a normal battle royale. Secondly, when you see a zombie running at you, make sure to aim for the head. They take a lot more damage from headshots, though if you're a zombie, make sure to use your charge jump properly. You can pull off flanks and get behind enemy players very easily from just fully charging it and landing on the roof, for example. Also, you probably don't want to try and get in as many fights as possible. You want to pick enemies when they're weak and don't expect you to attack, so you can get that vial and get brought back into the game. This mode once again takes place in Nighttime Verdansk, but is a little bit like a mini royale, where you'll have 150 players to start with, though there is obviously no gulag. Your gulag is your zombie life. The map starts pretty small, just like mini royale, and when you get back into the game, you'll come back straight away with whatever guns you had, so make sure to try and get your loadout as quickly as possible, so you have your loadout guns for the duration of the match, which is going to help you get as many kills as possible. And because of that, this is actually one of the best modes Warzone has ever had for ranking up your weapons. Firstly, because of the fast-paced nature of the mode, where enemies are quite literally throwing themselves at you, especially in the final couple of zones. And secondly, because you get a lot of money when you kill a zombie right off the bat, so you can easily get your loadout compared to other modes we've had in the past. So when you become a zombie, just remember to try and get the vials as quickly as you can. And what I'm also excited about is seeing what kind of Easter egg is hidden on the map, as there are ghosts and all sorts of hidden stuff about. But please go and play this mode with a couple of your friends. I'm not kidding when I say it's some of the most fun I've had in Warzone so far. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Though one of the big things with the Haunting of Verdansk event is Trick or Treat, which completing will earn you a huge range of rewards, from watches to emblems to weapon blueprints. Find all 16 and you'll get a special legendary blueprint. Now this is actually pretty easy to do. All you need to do is search crates around the map in the listed locations. Now when you open a crate, there is a chance that you'll find a trick or treat, which personally I think they could have had a bit more fun with, but there are some jump scares, which is a nice touch and it will freak you out, which is pretty much guaranteed. Then once you've found all of them, you'll get that exclusive Halloween blueprint. Personally, I'm just a fan that all this stuff is completely free to unlock to every single player. But if you get lost of which one you haven't managed to find, just check your map. There is a list on the left-hand side, which is a nice, handy thing to have. Though some of the coolest additions to the game, especially for Halloween, is the introduction of two of the most iconic horror films in history, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Saw. These bundles are literally jam-packed with content. Now, I don't personally have a creator code, but if you're purchasing them, make sure to use someone's code. It's going to really help them out. Now, you've of course got the skins themselves, where you have the Billy skin, which I feel is going to give me nightmares with that famous Saw mask, but you also get Confession, which is a red Tracer CR56 AMAX. And you know, I'm a fan of guns with tracer rounds. I just can't help it. And then we have Death Trap, which, if I'm honest, isn't that great of a shotgun, so I probably won't use it. And then we also have a new combat knife, which is pretty damn cool. Then in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre pack, you get the Skin Crawler skin, followed by, once again, 3 weapons. The one that I'm most excited about is the Buzz Killer, which is an orange Tracer Fire MP5. Then you get the Meat Grinder melee weapon and also Family Heirloom, which is, funnily enough, the Saw for the LMG. Then you finally have the Dr. Karlov pack, which includes another skin, but quite possibly the best Tracer Fire weapons in the game so far, as they shoot electric rounds, which look insane, by the way. They might not be the most practical Tracer weapons in the game, if I'm honest, especially in a night map, but they look pretty damn cool, and also electrocute people when you finally kill them on the floor, which is just like, you know, an added bonus. And those are for the combat knife, the MP7, and also the AK-47. Now, Warzone isn't the only thing that's been touched with this event, but multiplayer has also had a bit of a revamp, with you getting a pumpkin head when you go on a kill streak and having scarecrows as flags and so on. So the entire game is getting a nice Halloween spin, which is pretty cool. The other big thing with this event is that one of the things highlighted is Haunted Verdansk, which explains all the ghosts and various sounds that you'll hear around the map, which I think will have some kind of Easter egg connected, where we'll be able to earn another weapon blueprint like they've done for Easter eggs in the past. And you'll also have probably heard that the Jack 12 was actually supposed to be included in this update, but was accidentally released early, though to be honest, sadly, it's not that good of a weapon compared to other shotguns in the game. That's something I've noticed with weapons added into Warzone. They're either stupidly overpowered and it's all anyone uses, or they just don't fit the game's meta and get used for a couple of days and then that's it, which is a bit of a shame if I'm honest, and hopefully they do something to make it a bit more usable, though to be honest, I'm kind of hoping the shotgun meta gets put in the bin and we go back to the MP5 at some point soon. But there we have it, everything you need to know about the brand new Haunting of Verdansk update. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for more Warzone content.